English script, The Secret of the Golden Weaver. Opening music, soft flute, birds chirping. Once upon a time, in a misty valley by a quiet stream, there lived a poor miller and his only daughter. Their small home stood beside an old creaking mill wheel that turned day and night. The father was hard-working, and the daughter, gentle, beautiful, and kind. Each morning, she helped her father grind the grain, delivered flour to the villagers, and sang songs that made even the river seem brighter. But in the father's heart was a quiet wish, to be wealthy and respected like the nobles. One day, while at the market, he overheard the king's guards talking about their ruler's endless greed. The king loves gold so much he smiles at the sound of coins, one said. Eager to impress, the miller foolishly boasted, "My daughter can spin straw into gold." The rumor spread quickly until it reached the king. That very night, he summoned the miller's daughter to the palace. In a grand chamber filled with straw, the king said, "If you can spin all this straw into gold by morning, you shall be rewarded. If not, your life will pay the price." When the heavy door closed, the girl fell to her knees in tears. She had no idea how to spin straw into gold. At midnight, a tiny man appeared from the shadows, his cloak brown, his eyes glittering. "Why do you weep, young lady?" She told him her story. "I can help you," he said softly. "But what will you give me?" She gave him her silver bracelet, her mother's gift. The little man sat at the wheel, and as it spun, the straw turned into shining gold threads. By morning, the room glowed like sunlight. The king was astonished and greedier than before. The next night, he locked her in a larger room, filled with even more straw. The little man returned again. "What will you give me this time?" "My mother's ring," she whispered. Again, the straw turned to gold. On the third night, the king promised, "If you succeed once more, you shall become my queen." But the girl had nothing left. The little man smiled. "Then promise me your firstborn child." Desperate, she agreed. Years passed. The girl became queen and bore a beautiful son. But one night, as she cradled her child, the little man returned. "I've come for what is mine." The queen begged for mercy. "I will give you 3 days," he said. "Guess my name, and you may keep your child." For 3 days, messengers searched every corner of the land. On the first day, she guessed dozens of names, all wrong. On the second, her riders travelled beyond the borders, still wrong. On the final night, a soldier burst into her chamber. "My queen," he said. "Deep in the forest, I saw a strange little man dancing by a fire, singing, 'Tomorrow I'll claim the young queen's son, for no one knows my name is Rimkin Thistletwist.'" When the man appeared, the queen smiled calmly. "Is your name Rimkin Thistletwist?" His face twisted in fury. With a scream, he vanished in a puff of dark smoke. The queen fell to her knees, holding her child close. She knew then that no gold was worth more than love, and no magic was greater than courage. Closing music. Soft harp fades out.